clap down here, by George. You're the one that claps up here. I clap down here.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Suzanne came to visit. That's what they know, because they know the story.
We're cutting into their time.
Go ahead.
Unless they pay another dollar.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Dwan and Roy, Dwan Garrison and Roy Stovall are here. Thank you so much for being here. And you brought a few extra guests.
I did. I brought some extra guests.
What are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about the Master Naturalist is what we're talking about today. And one of the things we do is stream quality work. We monitor several streams, one in Baxter County and one in Marion County. And it's really real fun. People think monitoring streams, you know, go out there and watch the water flow by. No, we don't do that. We get in there and we seine for critters, because some critters can only live in very pristine water. Others are moderately sensitive, and they can live in water that's just so-so. And then other critters can live in really nasty water. Well, the stream that I was looking at is one of a really pristine stream, and I've got you dirty rascal, you did.
It was pinching.
Out, and they won't let go, will they?
I know. Anyway, this is one of the crawdads that I caught, and you know, one of the things that I learned when I became a master naturalist was how to tell the boys from the girls.
See, that's exciting. The boys from the girls.
Yeah.
So we can see them a little better behind the white there. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't really make any difference. It's just interesting, which is one of the things I like about the naturalist group. We learn all kinds of really neat things. If you want to know if you have a boy or girl, you turn him over, which you would think you would, and underneath his tail, there are some swimmerettes right here, right there at the bottom, that fold upwards. Yeah, the little swimmerettes, and
they showing them off, Daniel.
Yeah,
typical man.
Can you? Right there. Now a little girl will not have those swimmerettes. Okay, now if you'll let go, fella. Yeah.
Look at all right, Dwan.
Yeah, okay.
Dan was mentioning the pincher.
All right, yeah. Okay, now this one I've already checked. The smallest one is a little girl, and she does not have swimmerettes.
They're just all in one direction.
She has a little dot.
She has a little dot. But sometimes you'll pick up a crawfish and it'll be full of little eggs there. But yeah,
there,
right in there. There are no extra swimmerettes there.
Well, I'm going to go on an expedition next spring and find out as many males and females as I can find.
So
that's cool.
Now you think that crawdads will live in moderate water. They are moderately sensitive. They're not going to live in really nasty water. But over here, I have some other, and another thing that we find that we look for. This is a dragonfly nymph, and dragonfly spend most of their. Let me see if I can get her flat. He spends most of his life in the water. There he goes. He was crawling around a few minutes ago.
Now, which of these are the most sensitive that you look for and are the most fortunate
The ones that are most sensitive, I'm afraid we can't see. I do have some are mayflies. They're very tiny. There he goes.
So if you find mayflies, you got great water.
And they are very easy to find. They're very plentiful where the water is clean. Not only do we check for critters, but we also check the water quality using a chemical test. And so that's, to me, finding the critters is the most fun. So that's just one of the things we do. And we do have a very active stream team. Okay, there you go. Okay. One other thing that we found is, I bet you didn't know that there are two kinds of snails. This is a snail that breathes through gills, and if you turn it upside down and the opening is on the right side as you look at it, it's a gill snail. It breathes through gills, so the water has to be really clean. But if you turn it upside down and the opening is on the left side, it's a pouch snail. It gets water in a pouch, air in a pouch, takes it under the water, so it's doesn't have to be as clean, and therefore can live in just water that's not really nice. And so that's just some of the interesting things but not by any means all that we do.
Yeah. Well, what you're here to talk about how to become a master naturalist, so that people like Dan and I, possibly, who don't know these sort of things, can become what you and Roy are.
Right.
So how do we do that?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Well, we take in new members just once a year,
Okay.
and we only take in 25 or 30 members per year. And the reason for that is because we have a wonderful lecture and education series from January to May, 10 or 12 Saturdays. We have 2 lectures every Saturday. Some of the leading experts in the state from the universities and state agencies, experts in conservation and nature and wildlife.
Right.
Just a wonderful lecture series. So we have to keep the classes small because of the classroom size. And we do field trips and outdoor education as part of that series.
And registration's going on now for this?
Right. We have opened registration. We open the registration usually about September, and we will close it when we get, for our group, it's 30 members. And right now, I think we have about 13 signed up. So if you want to, if you're interested in being a naturalist, then now's the time to sign up.
You have to
Yes.
recertify every so many years.
Well, yes, we call it recertification, but what it is an accomplishment of a certain number of volunteer hours.
Okay.
If you accomplish 40 hours of volunteer work and 8 hours of advanced training in a year, then you are recertified. But it's not a requirement that you have to recertify.
Okay, but most people obviously are going to get involved in the club activities.
Right.
And I know you've been on here before, and so there's a series of like 12 Saturdays, and you have to meet like maybe 10 of them?
You need to be at 7 of them.
7 of the 10?
Right.
Or?
That you need 40 hours of classroom or field work as provided by the curriculum, and you would meet that if you were there 6.5 Saturdays.
Okay.
So what most people find out is they go one time and they really like it, and they form a friendship with the rest of the group, and it's fun.
Yeah.
It's just
But
fun.
I know sometimes people get concerned, like what happens if I have,
Right.
you know, because if you have a family or if you have other commitments or something
Right.
comes up, you might not, so no one's committing themselves to every single Saturday for X number of weeks or anything like that.
And there have been a couple of occasions where the people who signed up weren't able to meet that qualification, so we will have advanced training, and they were able to catch up within a month or so by going to the advanced training for the regular members.
Okay.
And there's no
Yeah.
tests or homework.
Right.
Oh, important. I love that. No test. I'm a teacher. No test or homework.
That's right.
It's important.
Is there
That's
a
right.
fee to be involved?
Yes, there is a fee. The fee is $135 for the classes. That includes all your materials. We provide field guides. And then $30 for an annual membership. So the total is $165.
Are the
That's
classes all?
the first year.
Right.
Are the
because-
classes all held here locally?
Yes.
So they're all right here in the Mountain Home area. Even your field trips are fairly local.
Right. The classes are at Bull Shoals State Park or the Fred Berry Conservation Center in Yellville.
All right. So
Yes.
sign up, get involved.
Sign up.
How
Can you
they-
sign up online?
Yeah, how can you do it online? Or?
Yes, you can go to the website home.arkansasmasternaturalist.org or Google Arkansas Master Naturalists. That'll take you to the website, and there's a little place that says, how do I join? Click on that, and that will give you the chapters. And we are the North Central chapter.
Okay.
Or they can call the number on the screen that was right there and
Right.
and get more information about that.
Right. Yes.
All right. Thanks for bringing the critters by.
No, you're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
You
Nice
learn
to
all
meet
kinds
you.
of good stuff.
Yeah.
Get out there and explore the great outdoors and see
Oh,
what
and
you
we
can find.
have beautiful
Yeah.
outdoors to explore.
Thanks, Dwan. Thanks, Roy. Up next, we're going to talk with Jack and Dee Windsor, and we'll talk about the Festival of Blessings. And Jennifer can sit this one out. We'll stay with us. See you.